It's Flippin' Friday. I made some good sales this week. Nothing crazy, but I did have some good steady income coming in. So if you'd like to see what I sold, go ahead and stick around. Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschool mom of two. I coach volleyball and I play volleyball and I love Disney. I am also a full-time reseller and I sell on sites like Posh, Tradesy, Mercari. Why do I struggle with this every time? eBay, ThreadUp, and through Facebook in person. I go by the Canary Closet on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So if you're not following me on any of those, go ahead and I will put the links down below for my different social media things that I have. And I guess we'll just go ahead and get started. So like I said in the intro, nothing crazy this week. I just felt like I never could get into like a groove with my selling. Like usually I will get, sometimes I'll have a slow, actually that happens a lot. Well, I'll have a slow day or a slow couple of days and then it'll pick up and I'll have like a really good day. I feel like I never had any really good days where I just had lots of sales. So it was still okay. I mean, I think I ended up making pretty good money for this week. I didn't add it up because I just didn't feel like it, but I'll just go ahead and go through my sales here. Starting with Mercari, I only had 3 sales. Again, I really wish I would understand how to make more sales in there, but whatever. So these first ones were these Harley Davidson Wexford studded boots. I picked these up at a Plato's Closet for $14. They just had them in the regular section, not marked up. And so I paid $14 for those and I sold them for $60 with free shipping on Mercari. The next were these Fabletics color block leggings. Those sold for $19. And the next was this J. Crew green quilted puffer vest. And I sold that for $27. So that was it for Mercari. Next is eBay. So the first thing on eBay was this vintage Sears little girls. It was like a peasant style dress, floral. And I sold that pretty quick for $25. I picked that up recently at a thrift store. I have one thrift store around here that has a whole vintage section, so I've really been looking at the kids areas. Well, I looked through all of it, but I've been looking more at the kids too, just to kind of see, because I know you can find some really good things that can sell. So that sold pretty quick within a couple of weeks, I think. This next thing, I don't know why I wrote Anthropology because I don't think it is, but the Fig and Flower brand, I actually picked it up at a TJ Maxx clearance sale, or possibly a Ross clearance sale. But I sold that for full price of $45.88, which kind of surprised me. It wasn't a size 2X, so I just priced it high and figured I would take offers, but someone bought it outright, so that was a great sale. The next was this Lane Bryant sheer tassel, like feather print. It was kind of like a caftan, just really loose, over-fitting top, and I sold that for $20. The next thing was this Bowden ivory lace short sleeve top, and I sold that for $20. Then there was this New With Tags Entro long sleeve orange top. I wanted to get more for this, but someone offered me $15. I had made like barely any sales that day, so I sold that for $15. Okay, sorry, I had to take my dog out. I don't even quite remember where I was, so I'll try to pick up where I left off. I sold this Eileen Fisher tan wool long sleeve, more like a top rather than a sweater. This did have a small hole up in the shoulder that I didn't notice until I had brought it home. So I listed it low at $20.88 and someone bought it full price. So that was great. I still made a profit with it. Always list items with flaws. As long as they're a good brand, they'll usually still sell. Next was this Eddie Bauer Radiator purple snap fleece pullover sweatshirt. I bought this kind of just for the season, and it kind of reminded me of Patagonia, those styles. And it sold pretty quick for $20, so not much. I wanted to get more for it. But again, I was just like trying to make any kind of sale I could, I feel like, this past week. Next were these Sam Edelman suede booties. They were in a size 11, so a little bit bigger size, but they still sold for $25. The next was this North Face purple jacket. It was more of a lightweight jacket, zip up style. I have had this for quite a while, but someone did finally gave me an offer of $32, so I went ahead and sold that for $32. The next were these Kendall and Kylie. So I think the ones with the plus sign rather than like the and sign is better or more expensive, I guess is what I've heard. But anyway, these were like a moto style skinny jeans, and those sold for $20. This next top was a logo Lori Goldstein ivory French terry pullover in a size medium. I don't pick this up that much anymore unless it's plus size. For a little while it was doing okay for me in all sizes, but now I try to just stick with the plus size, but that still sold for $18. The next was this Anthropologie Level 99 Chloe bootcut jeans. I sold those for $25. These leggings are pink Victoria's Secret. They were like a metallic kind of look. They didn't have the logo anywhere or anything like that. And I did kind of notice a little bit of wear like in the crotch area when I got home. Not bad, but it was like a little bit of that shininess had come off. So I did sell those for $15, which still is fine. I paid $3.59 for them. This was a full price sale. It was an Athleta black crisscross long sleeve sweatshirt in a size small or extra small, I believe. And I sold that for $35.88. These were barbell apparel athletic shorts. So they kind of almost reminded me of a board shorts because they laced up. I had never heard of them, but I just thought I would look it up because it was something I'd never heard of before. They looked like they did okay, and those sold for $20. And then the last thing on eBay was this Grayson Threads Being Kind is Cool pullover sweatshirt. So I think this is just a Target brand. I liked the logo and I liked the message, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I picked it up figuring somebody would want it, and sold for $15. So that was okay for being just a Target brand. Okay, and then going on to Poshmark, I sold this Umgee floral kimono. It was just kind of like a open, oversized kind of top. That sold for full price of $35. These Can gray mid-rise distressed jeans. Just picked these up recently. These sold for $25. And another pair of Can gray jeans. These were the Allen distressed, I think is the style. So inside the Can jeans, they always have a little tag and it has a style number that you can really easily look up, and it always comes up for me. Those also sold for $25. So I know I've had a lot of people been asking me recently on Instagram because I've been posting pictures. I post pictures of tags that I pick up a lot while I'm out at the thrift store, as long as I have time. Oh my gosh, sorry, I scared my cat. I don't know if you saw that. I was just trying to pet it when it walked by and it freaked out. Anyway, they do typically sell for me around this $20–25 range. So I do pick them up. I think they're sold like at the Buckle and maybe TJ Maxx and stuff like that, but I guess people like them. This next was an Everlane black long sleeve shirt. So it was nothing special, very basic. And that sold for $20. This was an American Eagle jegging fit sweater. It was striped. I thought I would try this. I don't usually sell their sweaters, but I just thought I would try it. I think this was on sale one day for $1, so I thought it was a cheap investment. And it sold within a week or two for $18. So pretty good. Next were these Vans solid black just sneakers. Those sold for $20. And then I have these new with tags ASOS high-rise mom jeans. I picked up a few of these recently at the Plato's Closet clearance sale, and these sold for $30. This is this men's brand. It's called Untuck It. It was a long sleeve button-up shirt, and I sold that for $25. And then I had this Levi's skirt. I think it was an upcycled skirt that someone had used maybe jeans or possibly a different skirt, and then they had made it with a camo ruffle in the bottom. I don't know why I got these, because now I looked at it, I'm like, this thing is really ugly. But somebody liked it, I guess, but it did sit for a long time for me, so I wouldn't suggest it. But anyway, I sold it for $18. I still made a profit, but sometimes I just look at things that I pick up and I'm like, what was I thinking? I don't know. This was an Athleta. I thought it was a workout top, but I came home and looked up the style name, and it was actually more of like a rash guard, like for swimming. And somebody offered me $12, and I took it. I don't know, that was a crappy day. I feel like this week I was like, ah. And then like we have our Disney trip coming up in a week, and I'm like, I really want to be like making some really good sales. And I'm like, stop coming in. And I took my nephew ziplining for his birthday, so we spent a lot of money there. So for my nieces and nephews for their birthdays, I've always taken them out to do like fun experiences rather than just buying them a gift. And I'm going to be taking my other nephew out for his birthday to an arcade this weekend. And so it's just like, I know I was spending a lot more extra than I usually do. And so I was like really hoping to just get some sales going, and it was like, it wasn't happening. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It'll still be fine, but I'm sure it'll pick up here soon. I think I'm actually going to try, it's closet clear out today, which you know on Poshmark happens like every 2 days, but I'm going to go through my items that have 10 likes or more and just drop it by 10% and see if that can get some sales going. So I'll have to report next week to let you know how that went. The next thing I sold was this J. Crew wool coat. It was J. Crew Mercantile, but it was like a longer coat, and I just picked this up recently at a thrift store, I think for $10. And so it sold very quickly for $50. I had lots of interest on it right away. Someone offered me $50, I think, within a day. And so I was more than happy just to take that quick profit. Next were these Kelsey Dagger boots. I've never sold Kelsey Dagger before. These were a suede black boots with like a chunky heel, and they had like fringe on the heel. So, I don't know, not my style, but somebody liked them, and they sold for $40. Next were these men's Lululemon shorts. It was, the style name was like THE, like abbreviations kind of. Anyway, that sold for $27. Next was this vintage 80s Smithsonian Institute pullover sweatshirt, and I sold that for $25. So my vintage pullover sweatshirts I've been picking up recently have been doing pretty good, around $20 or $25 range. So definitely don't pass it up just because it's vintage. Make sure it's got, doesn't have any major stains or holes or anything like that. Of course, unless it's like an old t-shirt, holes don't matter apparently. Next was this Prana teal half zip pullover, and I sold that for $15. This was a new with tags J. Crew gingham short sleeve blouse, and that sold for $20. Next were these Jambu JBU. They were like a burgundy ankle boot, and those were for $35. And then I sold these Cole Haan Nike Air kitten heel gray heels, and those sold also for $35. This was a J. Crew tuxedo blazer. I believe this was new with tags in a size 8. And that sold for $40. So next was this Agnona, I don't know if that's how you say it, A-G-N-O-N-A. It was a white pullover sweater. I knew it was retailed for really expensive when I looked it up at the store. So that sold pretty quick within a few weeks for $45. Next was this new with tag smart wool scarf. I picked this up at a Sierra Trading Post clearance sale a little while back for $3, and it sold for $20. Next was this American Eagle kick boot jeans. I don't usually pick up the kick boot style, but these were in a size 2 long, and they were dark washed. They were very good condition, so I thought I would try them, and they still sold for $20, so I guess that was good. Next was this Torrid black crepe short sleeve top, and I think it was in a size 0 or 1X, and I sold that for $15. This was a Cabby rust orange, like mid-length coat. And when I looked this up, it had sold anywhere from like 120 to maybe 50. I listed mine at 100, I think, and someone offered me 70. So that was a great sale. So sales like that, even when they're slow, if I can make every once in a while, make some really good sales like that, that really does kind of balance things out. So that helps. And then the next thing was this Athleta Fastest Track t-shirt. It was kind of like a space dye design, green and blue colors in a size extra large, and that sold for $18. And then the last thing was this new with tags J. Crew striped bodysuit. I picked a few of these up recently at a TJ Maxx clearance sale, and that sold for $21. So that's my sales. I didn't add things up this week. I didn't go from lowest to highest. It's like 7 something on Friday morning, and I just have some stuff I really want to get done. But I wanted to make this video for you guys and kind of show you what I sold. I know that helps me a lot when I'm picking things up. Hauls are great, but seeing what sold and for how much is what really matters to me, at least I think, because then it can kind of help you to see what's selling right now and for how much. So if you did like this video, please push the button down below with the thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe and click that little bell next to it so that you can be notified the next time I put out a video. I should have at least one more haul video next week, and then I'll do another Flippin' Friday video before I go out of town. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.